Hi, I'm here with Amina Henry, who's written her Ducklings, and I'm Geany Masai, and we're here for Hear Her Call. So, what draft is this for you?
This is maybe the third draft of this play.
Cool. Did you add characters, or this is what you started with?
This is what I started with.
Cool. And I take it you're from Jamaica?
My family's from Jamaica.
Okay.
I was born in White Plains, but
okay.
I'm first generation American, and
Gotcha.
both my parents were born in Jamaica.
Cool. And how long have you been here? Or they've been here?
My mother moved to America when she was 17.
Okay.
So she spent her last year of high school here.
Okay.
And my father moved here when he was in his 20s.
Gotcha. So what inspired you to write this piece?
It was a lot of things. When I've been a playwright for maybe 10 years.
Okay.
And I realized at a certain point that I'd never written a play about the Jamaican experience or any aspect of the Jamaican experience as a playwright. And so I was really thoughtful about that. And I really wanted to write a play about the Jamaican experience. And I think at the time I wasn't quite ready to write about my family. However, my mother is very into the dance hall scene.
Okay.
And so through her, I became exposed to dance hall music and dance hall culture.
Gotcha.
And I've always been really kind of fascinated with the sexuality of it and the openness of it and the spaces of empowerment that it provides for women, but also the paradoxical exploitative nature of it and the kind of way in which I'm never quite sure if it's empowering or humiliating or what. So I was really interested in exploring that. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just write a play about a dance competition. But then as I was writing it, it's actually a very American play. So I'm a Jamaican American, and the play ultimately is about the American dream and women figuring out ways to use their sexuality to move forward and the kind of tragedy of that. In a way.
Where you place it, I know when I was growing up, we had the thing called the cotillion. So is this something like that coming out for women with that empowerment?
Not exactly. I mean, dance hall culture is a bit of a niche thing, even in Jamaica, because it's so sexual, because Jamaica, on the one hand, is quite sexual, but on the other hand is very conservative, so it really depends on what camp you fall into. So yeah, it's not quite that.
Gotcha. Okay. Where did the title Ducklings come from?
When I started writing the play, I a little bit structured it on the Ugly Duckling fairy tale.
Right. Hans Christian Andersen.
So yeah, that's where the title came from.
I was looking at the staging part of this. How do you propose, what scenery? Is there a change of scenery with this?
No,
or how
so I've had a very small production of this play a few years ago, and it was quite simple. It was a very simple staging. I think we had a couch. And, yeah, because a lot of the competition, a lot of the play takes place in the dance hall, and they're doing this competition, so we needed an open space anyway, so you can do it with very little, luckily.
Where do you see it wanting to go? And off-Broadway?
That would be amazing.
Or do you think it's ready for Broadway?
I would love for it to be on Broadway. I love seeing shows that are about women and women's lives. So I would love for more audiences of color to be able to see it. It's a little bit grown in terms of the language, so I don't know, in terms of the age, but I would love for it to have a regional theater life. I would love for it to tour, to be in Europe at some place, because it's about the American dream, and I would love for my play to be in conversation with other plays that are about what it means to be an American and what it means to be a woman. So I think that there are a lot of spaces that it potentially could find a home.
Do you have a favorite character in it?
I love them all. I mean, they're all
I
a
know.
piece of
You're
me.
babies.
I think Donna initially was kind of the closest to me, or the star in a way. And
Gotcha.
for a long time, I wanted her to win the competition, and she was going to win the competition. And then, as I was working on it, I realized that she couldn't win. So
why?
Because I don't think that happy endings are my thing. So it didn't feel quite true to my personality to have her win. But I do love her. But yeah, I love Rihanna T's kind of dare and that I don't have. So all of them have things that are part of my personality, for sure.
Cool. I love the silent character. I mean,
Tom.
Tom, yeah. That's hard to do as an actor. It's one of the hardest parts to do.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. And when we did the small production, we actually had a dancer do it.
Oh, really?
And his dance was really beautiful.
Right. Good.
In the end.
Well, I think Tom does it well, too.
No, I mean, he was great. I'm just saying, yeah.
No, I understand what you mean. Yeah. Would you rather a dancer doing the role?
Not necessarily. I think for me, it was really important for me to just have actors and performers who trust me and are comfortable and are willing to be open, because it's not that easy, actually, what I'm asking them to do.
Right.
You have to be, and so I work really hard to have the women feel like they're controlling it. They can move how they choose, but they also have to be willing to do something that not every woman is willing to do, which is twerk in front of an audience. So.
Did you direct the reading?
No. No, I was going to direct the reading, and then when I was emailing around for actors and asked for advice for, I need an actor, a director was like, do you need a director? And I said, sure, if you want to, if you feel like it, sure.
How much rehearsal time did you do?
We just one. We had one rehearsal we had 1 4-hour rehearsal.
It's great. Great cast.
Yeah, it was good.
Great cast. And I would like to thank you for taking part in the festival, and hopefully
thank you
we'll
for
see
having
more
me.
of you and more of Ducklings.
Thanks so much.